Consciousness, our awareness of ourselves and our environment. This awareness allows us to reflect on our past and plan for our future. But is our conscious safe from outside influences, and is it entirely impenetrable? Could our conscience perhaps be hijacked by, say, an alien life force whose understanding of consciousness far exceeds our own? Throughout this video, 4 of the world's leading experts will try and hypothesize the possibility of an alien invasion via consciousness. They will carefully dissect the conscious mind and present possible weaknesses that leave it vulnerable to manipulation.
Of consciousness can occur in a lot of ways, 3 of which being spontaneously, which includes daydreaming, drowsiness, and dreaming. Some are physiologically induced, such as hallucinations, orgasms, and food, or oxygen starvation. While others are actually physiologically induced, that being sensory deprivation, hypnosis, and meditation. The question is, do any of these states leave a window into consciousness for outside forces that normally would not be able to get in?
Cognitive neuroscience, the interdisciplinary study of the brain activity linked with our mental process, has shown that much of our brain work occurs of a stage of our of sign. Perceptions, memory, thinking, language, and attitudes all operate on 2 levels: a conscious, deliberate high road, and a unconscious, automatic low road. Researchers call this the dual processing.
Selective attention, which is the focusing of conscious awareness on a particular stimulus, may very well be a tool for these alien beings to slither into our minds. Failing to be aware of visual objects when our attention is directed elsewhere is called inattentional blindness. Both selective attention as well as inattentional blindness proves that our conscious, though highly evolved, still has weakness that may be beneficial to anyone or anything trying to manipulate it. Then there's change blindness, which is failing to notice changes in the environment. This leaves us extremely vulnerable to the possibility of our society being altered without our notice.
Sleep is another key element that demonstrates the vulnerability of our conscious. Even when you are deeply asleep, your perceptual window is an open crack. When you are asleep, like when you are awake, you process most information outside your conscious awareness.
The 2010 movie Inception further explores the idea of creating false memories through the power of substitution. Sometimes that may be used against society by alien invaders of our conscience.
Much like dreaming, hypnosis leaves the conscious mind split in different levels. This state is referred to as disassociation. The ability to divert one's attention from a painful ice bath is seen as taking place through either social influences or the divided conscious theory. The social influences theory suggests the subject is so caught up in the hypnotized role that he or she ignores it, while the divided conscious theory claims hypnosis has caused a split in awareness. Either way, the subject is unable to truly feel the effects of the painful ice bath. What else could we as humans possibly disassociate with in our minds, leaving us open to be controlled? Drugs happen to be the greatest cause of disassociation when it comes to altering one's view of their environment. We happen to be now more than ever be living in a society with heavy drug use, especially prescription, and may have an effect on how we consciously perceive the world. Could it possibly be that drugs were implemented into society by an ancient alien species with intentions of lessening our conscious ability as well as manipulating our actions.
We may never know whether or not our world, as well as our conscious understanding of it, are in fact under constant attack by an alien species. However, as demonstrated in this video, the possibilities and tools to do so are certainly present. You selected your attention towards the information presented in this video. However, did you ever consciously think perhaps I, alongside 3 of the world's experts on consciousness, are in fact aliens, feeding you this information in order to incept you with the idea, thus solidifying our takeover of both the conscious and subconscious mind? I guess we'll never know.